Hi, this is Carolina, the Soul Coach. Welcome to my podcast. Hello and welcome to this week's Sunday Catchup podcast. How are you and how has your week been? I have done about 10 1-minute Sunday Catchup podcasts so far today because I haven't been able to get going. So this is the one that I'm going to carry on with. It really is. And I'm telling myself that. So this week has been a good week. I and Will and my mum and Steve have been travelling to Ireland to see our wonderful family. And it was an incredible trip, which I will talk about in a moment. And today is my birthday. So I record this podcast on a very special day, the day that I was born, however many years ago. How many was it? 57 years ago. Wow, the world was a very different place, wasn't it? And it's the day of the football final, the Euro final, England v Spain. Who's going to win? Let's hope it's England, obviously, because I live in England. But we will find out later tonight. So let's hope we're all celebrating. But we're in the finals, so that's pretty cool, isn't it? Whether we win or we don't, but I'm sure we will. And we will find out, obviously, later. We're spending it with the family, the girls around, and we've just been out for coffee and we're having a very chilled day today. So that's nice. So I just thought I would start recording my Sunday Catch-Up podcast because I love doing them, and it's especially nice because it's on my birthday today. Haven't opened any cards or any presents or anything, and they're all on the table, and I'm very excited to be doing that. But you know what? I love my birthday. I personally love my birthday, and I know every day is a gift, and I really get that, and I really am super grateful every day. I'm super grateful, but today particularly, spending it with people that you love, I just think is just a really, I super love it, and my heart always explodes with joy, even more than every day on my birthday. I'm super grateful. I'm so grateful to my family, honestly. Amelia, who's over from travelling, Harriet, my youngest daughter, my husband, who's spending the day with me today. Super, super, super love for them. Incredible human beings, and I'm very lucky to have them in my life, my two daughters and my husband. I really am. So I know Will listens to this podcast, and I just want to say to you, Will, I love you. And girls, I'm super proud of you. I really am. And thank you for listening. As you know, I do this podcast because it challenges me every week. I've already overcome loads of challenges for doing this podcast, and I think it's really cool to do something that challenges you. And anybody that's been following my Instagram for many, many years, I'll always throw myself in. To whatever challenges come up, fear of heights, massive fear of heights. I always get wobbly, but I always throw myself in, and I just think challenging ourselves is a really cool thing to do. It keeps me alive. I just love it. So, yep, challenges and all. It's all. I don't even know where I'm going with this. I kind of think I'm just waffling now. So let me get back on track. Did I tell you it was my birthday today? We're going to go to the park in a bit, and I may have to have some sugar, even though I've given it up because it is my birthday and I can have some cake. But I then listen to Eddie Abu. I might have to do that before I go out because then I can listen to his words of waking up, which always makes me laugh. So anyway, I'm going to stop rabbiting. How has your week been? What have you been doing? Are you looking forward to the football as well? And we last night went round to celebrate my birthday at Harriet's and her boyfriend Matt, and that we had such a laugh. We had a barbecue and we Matt had been down the pub, had a couple of pints first, so he was a bit wonky-eyed, but that was fine. And it was such a high energy evening, and we danced loads. Literally most of the night we danced round at theirs. We sat outside, had a drink, had some food on the barbie, which was delicious. We laughed, we reminisced. It was just so nice to spend it together. And then we just danced loads, and we were taking it in turns to choose songs to put on the YouTube, the screen, so we could see. And we put up, there is a point to this story, we put up Live Aid and Freddie Mercury, and we're all just like, wow, this guy is incredible, wasn't he? Immense. And his performance at Live Aid, which was, I think, 37 years ago, 1985, and it's so scary to think it was that long ago. But I literally was sitting there, we had been dancing as well to him, and it was just really funny. But I just took a moment to actually just really feel the energy that he gave off on that stage. It was amazing. And he literally, in what I interpret, he was in his element. He was living his life of magic there. He was completely, what a magician on that stage. It was incredible. It really was. And then I got really overwhelmed with emotion about everyone, you listening to this, my family, me, just like doing, and how important it is that we do what we love, because that's the gifts that we've been born with. If we could all, and I say this most weeks, if we could just all do what we love and what we're good at doing, isn't it going to be a happier place? And obviously most of us will have seen that film, and I know that Freddie had his challenges and everything, like all of us. But he did good work too, and did amazing on that Live Aid stage. It was incredible. And obviously all the people that support him and everything else, all just kind of living and doing what they love, and just how important that is with us all doing what we love. So yeah, just awesome. It was just incredible. And then when Will put on Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and we just sang alongside. It was great. It was such a good night, and it was just nice being with family, and it was just really awesome. So that takes me to Ireland. So on Monday, Mum, Steve, Will and I we flew to Ireland, and we got up very early, and we caught a plane, and we got a car, and we drove from Dublin to Roscommon, and we stayed in this brand new Airbnb house, which was amazing. And then we were able to walk into Roscommon town, which is in the middle of Ireland, and there's this stillness out there. There's no planes, there's hardly any traffic, and you can really hear the peace. It's beautiful over there, really nice. And in particular, and as you've probably gathered by now, I do like a cappuccino. I do like my coffee. And there is a cafe there that we go to, where my dad loved to go for his cappuccino. And it's the Comfy Cafe. And it's always the place that we head to. And so we went there, and the team at Comfy Cafe is so nice, and we haven't been for years, and the lady is like, oh, hi Carolina, how are you? And that was so super sweet, and it was really lovely. And seeing Dara, who owns it. So if you ever find yourself in Roscommon, do check out the Comfy Cafe. It's such a nice place, and it's so cozy, and it's so comfy, excuse the pun, but it really is. And it's just a super nice place, and the food is great, and the coffees are great, and yeah, they're lovely. So we spent a lot of time in Ireland. And then our family are from there, so we met up with my brother, which was so nice to see him. My mum was tickled to see him. She really was. It was just lovely to spend time with him, and his children are there who are older children, are in their late 20s, and his ex-wife has bought a house there too, in Ireland, and she's only just moved there in the last month, and we visited there, and it's in the middle of nowhere, literally in the middle of nowhere, and she's purchased this house, and it's amazing. It's so beautiful, and she's got an acre of land, and the price that she could get for it, honestly, it's so cheap and just incredible. It needs quite a lot of work doing to it, but just she's happy, and she's, they have got a whole lot of work ahead of them, but it was just so nice. It was so nice to see her. I haven't seen her for years and years and years and years, so it was lovely to see her, and lovely to see my niece and nephew as well. And then I saw my second mum, Michelle, who lives over there, who misses my dad terribly, and she's going to be, isn't it? As you know, my dad died in 2020 in December. And it only seems like yesterday that he was still here with us, sharing a cheeky cappuccino in the comfy cafe, but sadly he's gone. And then I saw my sister Nicola over there, and that was super nice to see Michelle and Nikki. And it's just good to catch up with family and laugh about my dad and just share special memories. So it was really nice. But there's something that I want to share about our trip, and it's about my sister, because she was very inspiring while we're over there. And I think, and I know Nicola would definitely agree, that while being in Ireland, and they've moved there when we got married, which was in 2011, and she is 42, I think. And so they moved over there in 2011, and she's been trying to find her way, and she hasn't really known what she wants to do, whether she wants to work with animals, and she's just been trying to find her way since then. And then obviously with my dad being poorly, she found a love of clay. And what she shared with us this trip, I was so inspired. I really was. And I just think, wow, what the challenges she's had to overcome to be where she is today. And I asked her what motivated, and I'm going to tell you, because she wrote what motivated her, and I'm going to find it to share with it. So she's teaching people now to use clay, and she has set up her own shop for doing this, and we went there, and it was just incredible. It was all that she set up, and we met some of her customers who'd been building things with clay, and I asked her what her motivation was for doing it, and she said that it's been for her mental health, for her own and for others, and that she needed to prove to herself that she was able to leave her bubble and safety net to go out doing things, because she was very much insular and would struggle with interacting with others, and went back to university when she was older, and she really struggled with people and socially. And so this is so inspiring that she felt that real need to prove herself that she was able to leave that safety net. And she wanted to be able to help people that go through stresses and demands of life. And she had a real calling for that, and to show that something as a ball of clay can really help center on yourself and focus on creating rather than the chaos of the world around them. And she said that she found that through clay, that when she used clay, it just helped bring her into the present, and so nothing else mattered. It was just between her and the clay, and that then she learned how to sculpt with clay and how to work with clay. And so she really, and that was her motivation for working with clay, because that's what she found when using it. And so then she's able to pass that on to others. And I'm just amazed. The thought of being able to make something from this ball of clay, I just think I don't know if I could do it, but if I lived over in Ireland, I would definitely work with Nicola to be able to produce something. The ladies over there just said they just loved it. And this lady had made a lamp. How incredible is that, to make a lamp from just a little lump of clay? And Nicola has helped her to do that. And it was really inspiring. It was so inspiring. And I just think that Nicola is living her life of magic and doing it through clay and through doing something that gives her presence, that gives her mindfulness, that gives her connection to her higher self and to the universe. And I think that's what we're all called to do, isn't it? And that's why it's all finding, again, what I was saying at the beginning, it's all what we love to do. And I'm just so inspired. And she said that she has to overcome her own self-talk and her own self-negativity in order to kind of step up and do what she loves to do. And I think that we all have to do that, don't we? We all have to overcome our self-talk. And I know I have to overcome that, and have overcome that, things that we think we can't do or that we're not enough and all of those things. And sometimes we think we're the only ones that are going through it, but we're not. Every single person on the planet goes through this limiting self-belief, and it's the courage. I think that's what's so inspiring, is the courage to do what we want to do and to follow that, even against maybe all adversity or all the negative talk, and to step into our power. It's so important. And she's literally trusting, she's allowing, and she's flowing. And she really inspired me this trip. She really did. And Nicola, you're doing so great. You really are. And Michelle, I know you're listening to this, and I know you're super proud of her. And I just think that it's something for all of us to literally to follow our heart and to follow whatever motivates us to do what we want to do, and just to do it wherever it may lead. So that was a great learning this week. It was very inspiring, and I found it really cool. And I just think, I think it's really good. And I know I'm repeating myself, and I know I've said a couple of times, but if we could all do what we love to do, and that's what I'm working on, is doing what I love to do. And I'm lucky, and I'm in a position that I am able to do what I love to do. I love working at Quest. I love talking to people. I love doing these podcasts. I love doing my YouTube videos. And something else I love is India. And I'm so excited about the retreat next year, that I'm going to be able to bring people to India and show them India, for people that may not have had the courage to do it on their own. Or maybe someone's in a relationship and the partner doesn't want to go to India, and maybe this could give people the opportunity to go when they've always wanted to go to India, or just because they need some time out. So I'm really excited, and we announced that this week about doing a retreat in India, and I'm so super excited, and I really love the thought of doing that. And I've never really felt ready to do that, to take a group of people, but I am now, and I've got more trips planned that I want to be doing. So do look out for that. If you fancy going to India and you fancy a chill out and you fancy going on a retreat, then look on thesoulcoach.com and you will see the retreat. So it's open to everyone. So so excited about that. So look, this is a Sunday catch-up podcast about my week, but what really sets you on fire? What do you love to do? And are you doing it? And I think that when I worked for the Prudential and I wanted to do more work around healing and coaching and everything, and I wanted to spend more time with the girls, I kind of gave up my full-time job and just didn't think I could have a job and do what I love to do. But I think there is a time and a place where we have to make these moves. But in hindsight, I probably would have carried on working and done what I love, and to let there be a crossover rather than jump ship straight away. I think that was a real learning for me. So it's like, what do you love to do and are you doing it? Is there something that you're scared about doing and you've not done it? But is there a possibility that you could start doing? What do you need to do in order to start doing it? Maybe it's writing, maybe it's drawing, maybe it's painting, maybe it's singing, maybe it's whatever it is, maybe it's gardening, I don't know, whatever. What would you really love to do? And so why not start doing it? I know some of you have shared that you want to do a podcast, but you haven't just done it and you haven't had the courage to do it. Just get your voice record on your phone and start talking about whatever it is that you want to talk about. I think it's just the starting that's difficult. And you know what? I'm also saying this to me, totally different, not about what I would love to do, but about exercising. I was so good. I felt so great when I was running and I was doing loads of exercise. And it's because I wanted to oh my goodness me, the thing where you stand up in the sea, why does this happen? Oh my God, I've completely forgotten what it is. I wanted to do that thing where you stand up on a board in the sea. Oh my God, don't laugh at me. Honestly, it's hilarious. I've completely forgotten the word. Anyway, and I did it. So I did all of that. But now it's getting that motivation. And really the motivation is about keeping healthy. But I don't know why that's not a good enough motivation, because I'm still not started up my running and I've still not started exercising. And I think I've been talking about this for weeks. So honestly, I'm procrastinating on this. So what are you procrastinating on too? Are you procrastinating? Share with me. What are you procrastinating on? And maybe we could do it together. Maybe I could do my exercise that I'm procrastinating on, and maybe you could do your thing. So share, what are you procrastinating on? And let's do it together. Let's find a good enough need to be able to do it. Really, mine should be about just keeping healthy. But yeah, come on, let's motivate each other. Let's do it. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it. I am going to... Oh my goodness me, I don't know if I can commit to this. It's my birthday, isn't it? Come on, Carolina. I will commit to going for a run this week and I will share it on Instagram. I've done it now, haven't I? I'm going to go for a run. I'm going to try. I don't know if I can run anymore, but I will try. I'm going to go for a run. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So what are you going to commit to? Come on. What are you going to commit to? What have you been procrastinating on? What can you do? Let's do this. We can do this. We can do it. We can do it. Let's think of all the times that we've done things and we've just done it. It's just having that strong enough need. So create a strong enough need and then let's do it. You know what? What's the best thing that can happen? I'm going to get fit. Yay! That's what the best thing could be. So what's the best thing that could happen for you? Interesting. So, yeah, that's been my week. So, birthday, Ireland, spending it with family. I enjoyed spending time with Steve and my mum. We had a laugh. Lots of dancing this week. It's been good. It's been great fun. It's been feeling good about the football as well, hasn't it? That's really helped. I think everybody's mood's just been lifting. Wow, I'm trying to think if there's anything else for this week. No, just going to enjoy the rest of my birthday. We're going to the park now. And then I've got a few cards to open later. and I have been getting lots of birthday messages. Thank you for your birthday messages. And I'm looking forward to this week because I've got lots of clients this week, planning some things for the future, looking forward to talking to people about the retreat and lots of other things. Truly grateful for you. So let's just pause for a moment. Just take a breath in and a breath out. All is well right now. And let's just imagine that thing that we're going to be doing. So I'm going to imagine myself running. I'm going to imagine myself talking to you next Sunday to say that I've done it. And I'm going to imagine you saying to me on this Sunday Catch-Up podcast, I'm going to hear it in my head, I did it. And I'm going to look forward to receiving your messages that you've done it, whatever it is that you've been procrastinating on. It's going to be okay. Have a good week. Let's just keep reminding ourselves to do things that we love to do. All is well. Feeling your feet on the ground. Relaxing your shoulders. Breathing in, breathing out. Have a good week. All is well. And don't forget to like, comment, go on my YouTube, see my videos, and like and subscribe. Take care. Have a great week. Bye.